All right, welcome everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I know we had a little glitch with social media, so thank you for pivoting and joining us here. If you have a friend that you wanted to invite and wasn't able to make it, we will have this recording that you can share with them. And I'm really excited for today's call because every Monday we can join as a Superfood Social team and we share stories and interviews of people who are really impacting the lives of others as well as impacting their home life in a positive way. So, who are we at the Superfood Social community? We are a group of eclectic individuals. We're entrepreneurs, we're mothers, we're fathers, we're artists, we're activists, we're professionals who are dedicated to helping make the world a better place. And we do that through sharing organic superfood nutrition. So, those of us that are part of the Superfood Social community, we have all partnered with the organic superfood company called Purium. And Purium has created a way for us to not only make an income, but also make an impact on the lives of individuals, the lives of our families, our children, our communities. And I know I speak for myself and many when I am just so honored and grateful to be a part of this community. When I found the Superfood Social community, it was about 3 years ago. And at that time, I was a single mom and I was an entrepreneur working 3 to 4 odd, entrepreneurial jobs. I had all these different projects going on. I had my baby strapped to my back. I was running around from this place to that. And I remember literally being on my kitchen floor and praying for a solution where I could work from home, raise my family, live a life that was more based on my own freedom and my own purpose. And at the time, I was also trying to bring my partner over from West Africa. And Purium has really been the vehicle that has allowed that dream to come true, that has allowed me to unite my family. And now that my husband is here in the States, we have another child, and Purium has made it possible for me to really build my dreams bigger than I have kind of ever imagined. In the short 3 years I've been here with Purium, I've built a 6-figure business, and I've done it by collaborating with amazing individuals who are all passionate about changing their future and the future of their lives through health and wealth. And my interview today is with Miss Jen Rosen, who I've met through this community. She's been with us less than a year, and she has made such amazing impact on her family. She's an entrepreneur herself, and really in less than a year, it's amazing what she's been able to create in terms of expanding the vision for her family and her community and what she's creating with her family. So if you want to learn more about how this business works and the nitty-gritty details, you can definitely reach out to whoever invited you to this call for those details. And you can literally start a business here with Purium for as little as $179 and get started sharing health and wealth with your family and community as well. So without further ado, I'm going to bring on Miss Jen Rosen. Thank you so much for being here with us. And why don't you start off by just telling us a little bit about yourself and a little bit about, what did you do? What are some of your entrepreneurial endeavors you've done prior to Purium?
Awesome. Thanks, Mary. Hopefully you guys can hear me. I'm outdoors, the great Minnesota outdoors. It's beautiful here. But yeah, thank you so much for having me. You inspire me daily. So I'm just excited to do this business with you. So yeah, I was an entrepreneur in Minneapolis, but I also did lots of other things on the side as well. But I started my career almost 11 years ago as an entrepreneur. I started a wedding planning company. I have always been in events. I started planning luxury events 11 years ago. And prior to that, I was in corporate planning. So I was always kind of doing stuff, planning things. But as a solo entrepreneur, it was extremely, extremely hard on my body and my system and my family. I would remember working like 18-hour days. I would be working all day, feed my family, and then be working all night into like 1, 2 a.m., crash, and then do it all over again. Because I was determined to build my company to something substantial. And I did that. And so we were really successful for a long time, but my health just continued to suffer because when something would go wrong, it was on me, not anyone else. And when, someone didn't show up, I had to show up. So I built this big team and this big, great, company, but it wasn't necessarily paying me either what I felt I was worth or the time away from my family. So in events, you are, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So when my family was home, I was not home. Or if I was home, I was physically and mentally not available because I was so wiped from working so hard. So that's kind of my background in entrepreneurship. And then I started to really go down the, research train of like, what is going to fix my health? And I started to do my own research on, healthy living. I was diagnosed with an autoimmune disorder when I was 30 years old. I struggle with infertility, PCOS. I could go on and on. But it's so important to remember that like you could have a successful business, but if your health is suffering, how are you showing up in this world? How much longer can you do that business? Like that's why people like completely sell their businesses and just go in a totally different direction because they literally physically cannot keep going or the stress is too high. And so I really started to shift and started to focus on my health. But even at my like peak weight or goal weight, I was still suffering with nerve pain, inflammation, and I just could not figure it out. So in December of last year, 2020, I was like rock bottom. My company was shut down due to the pandemic, and it had been a good full year almost. And I was pretty depressed, anxious, not knowing what to do or where to go. And my health was suffering. So I was offered this opportunity and I just thought, wow, well, I need this for my body. So I'm just going to do it and I'm going to start sharing. And so I started sharing in January. So it's been, 9 months and actually almost 10 months. And it has been the best decision ever for my family, my life, my health. I don't know what else, do you want me to keep going or I'm sure you have other questions for me, but
Yeah, no, this is great, Jen. And I just love that you said it's been one of the best decisions you've ever made, because I can honestly agree with that as well for myself, coming from postpartum depletion, finding these amazing high quality organic superfoods. And, that's how it starts for a lot of us, where there's so many people out there looking for those health solutions. And many people join us to do a transformation primarily because they're wanting to get their health on track. And then they also learn about the business opportunity and decide, hey, if I'm feeling so good and if these superfoods have impacted and changed my life so much, why not share them with others? Like, why would I keep this to myself? And so here at Purium, that's what we do. It's called the social sharing economy, where we use peer-to-peer sharing, where we share about our transformation, we share about our journey. And through that, you can build a business that will create long-term residual income. So, we kind of named this call today, Jen, Building Dreams, Building Business. And I would love to hear from you how in your 9 months, how this has really shifted from, yes, you've changed your health, you've transformed your health. And then at what point did you decide, wow, like I really want to share this with others and really want to build a business, build a legacy that leaves a bigger impact?
yeah, that's so awesome. So, I want to say it was really like into the second month. I think I was just having such amazing results physically that I couldn't hide what was going on. And I was just sharing with everyone I met. They were like, "Oh my gosh, you look so different. Oh my gosh, you're acting so different. Like what is about you? Like what's going on with you?" And so I just started to like authentically share, like I found this stuff, like, this, detox specialist said I should get on these, superfoods and I did. And here's, how I feel and all that stuff. But I have to admit, I am a business minded person. Like I think when I move through my life, I think of like the smart aspects when it comes to business. And when I really took a step back to like look at the way that this business is laid out, I was extremely impressed with how ethically driven this company is from the top down, and how they have Million Mom Movement as a nonprofit and their heart behind not only just being in a sales position, because I mean, I'm pretty good at sales, but you have to like feel passionate about something in order for it to be a longevity type of deal. You know, I mean, for me, it was really important that my core values were seen and that the core values were woven into the company from the top down. And so talking about soil health and equals human health, and how they just ethically handle their farming, and how they have all of these checks and balances within their food systems. And I was just extremely impressed by how they show up just at the very bottom, you know, and then all the way through. We call this ethical marketing for a reason. You know, we just want to be pure of heart when we're talking to people that this is literally life changing. And really coming at it from a place of like, I have people in my life that I know this could be a huge blessing for. And since then, I've been able to bring in some of my closest and dearest friends into this business, and it has been a huge blessing for them. And so working with women or men that are very close with me, that I just feel so passionate to work with, has been such a huge shift in mindset. And it's funny because as you grow as a person, you flourish in this type of business model. And so it has really stretched me in so many amazing ways. So as I become better, I become a better leader, and therefore I am raising up better leaders as well. So, you know, there's definitely been like moments where I'm like, oh, I can't just bark orders at people anymore. I'm not the boss. You know, so there's definitely been a shift in mindset. Like, I have all of these amazing people coming and joining me. And now this is just like, it's a linking arms type of business. And it's much more enjoyable than me just being the top person being like, you're not doing this right, do it this way and this and that. And that's just, and like today I had to fire someone through my other business. And that just doesn't feel great. You know, those are the things that I don't really love about solo entrepreneurship. You know, I want people to feel inspired and excited and feel good from the inside out and show up well in this world and make a huge impact in their communities. And knowing that I am changing the trajectory of like all of my friends' families, not only business wise, but also health wise for their communities, their families, their children. Because when we look at the ultimate, what is happening in our world and in our health system, it's really broken. And I believe that we really truly have a solution here that can help so many people, either on just a surface level, if they want to just kind of step in and just get some superfoods in their life, but then it can really go, there's layers here where people can literally go as far and as deep as they'd like to.
Beautiful, Jen. And I'm so glad you touched on the collectivity, because here, yes, we all are our own entrepreneur. We each have the ability to develop our own business, but we do that with team. We do that with community. We have an amazing corporate team to support us. And then we have amazing trainings and learning from like top leaders in the industry, and really committing to that level of personal development. And the way that we do that is growing together and learning together and supporting each other. And one of the things I love most about this business model is it really is built on that foundation of empowering, inspiring, and educating. So that's kind of our job here, is just helping to inspire others to live their best life, and us do that in the same process. So Jen, you have just amazingly built this business, and I've watched you transform people's health left and right. And you just recently hit an amazing milestone in our business. We call this Blue Diamond. And it's really at that point where you're creating a type of business that is building a dream, that is building a legacy. So can you tell us a little bit about like, what is the dream that you're building here with Purium as you continue to grow this business?
Sure. Well, one of my little dreams is coming to talk to you. Say hi, Levi. But yeah, so I have obviously two beautiful daughters that I am raising. So this is a huge legacy for them, because we can travel, and I can, as you can tell, she's wearing a uniform. I can now financially pay for her to go to a private school and get amazing education that we feel really, really passionate about. That's your grandma. Sorry. Hi, Mom. My mom is on this call supporting me. But anyway, I feel super, super passionate about showing my girls that I can work from home, be a strong mom, be a strong leader. I can do all those things together. We can travel. I can take, a 30-minute phone call and then jump in the water with them, or, and I can really build a business with very little time, but a substantial income. And honestly, if I wish I kind of knew about social sharing in this kind of platform, in this kind of deep health work so much earlier in my life, because I would have been able to build such a beautiful life of freedom that much sooner. And so that's why I feel really passionate about this business model now, because it's really allowed my family flexibility. I can drop and pick up my kids whenever I want. We're actually renovating our home, where that would have just not even been even a thought last year financially, that we could even afford something like that. Just certain those are little goals, but like the larger goal is that I would love to bring my husband home so that he could build this life with me. So he doesn't have to be in the hours for dollars situation either. And so that's the next bigger goal for us, is to have, him come home and be with us and have a lot more flexibility.
Yes, totally. And drop a 1 in the comments if you can relate, because I talk to people every day that are like, oh, my biggest goal is just to bring my husband home so that we can be together as a family. And that's what Purium has really allotted to me as well. My husband he's a traveling artist, and so he can be at home during the day while I'm working this, and then I can spend time with him, traveling with him and the kids. And it really is one of those businesses where you can be a family unit and do this business together. You can have your kids by your side, and that's what I love so much. And so much of what we're trying to promote is that families working together and being together. So all right, Jen. So if there are people on this call that are like, wow, this all sounds amazing. Like, yes, I want a health transformation. Yes, I want a wealth transformation. Can you give them a little insight about, okay, what does that really look like? Like, how have you been able to, in 9 months, build yourself to this blue diamond rank that is really quite prestigious and amazing with this company? Can you just tell us a few of the things that you've done, or a few of the characteristics that maybe it takes?
Yeah, sure. I mean, honestly, it takes consistency. That would be, my number one, goal suggestion here. I think there's days that are hard. There's days that people are like, no way, what are you talking about? That's weird. You eat fruit and vegetables mainly, or what is this made out of? Like, it's not nothing is perfect, right? And so there's going to be harder days than other days, but it's just about really showing up every day and just staying consistent and remembering the reason why you're here and taking care of yourself. I think that's a huge part of this, is really like leaning into your own healing. And as you heal and as you grow, people see that and they're excited about it. Honestly, I think enthusiasm. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they were talking about like the number one characteristic people are, feeling something behind when people get excited, why it gets them ready to like join you, or they're excited to do what you're doing, or it really is all about enthusiasm. I mean, she was sharing, like, if you are excited about fishing and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm going to go fishing. It's so exciting. And I'm going to go grab that pole. Let's go get the poles together and let's go get that bait. And like, if you were excited about fishing, your friend would be like, oh, okay, yeah, let's just go get that pole and let's just go fishing. That sounds great. I know nothing about fishing, but like, I mean, the fact of the matter is, if you are excited, people are going to be excited either for you, refer you. I mean, and it's just enthusiasm, I think, is a key characteristic that I think I have. But it's genuine because I live this Purium life. My husband drinks 2 shakes a day, 10 aminos a day. He feels incredible. He's 50 years old and looks like he's in his 30s. well, maybe 40, but you know what I mean? Like he looks amazing. And I do the same. I drink the shakes every day. I feel incredible. I live this life. I take my stuff every day because I feel the best on these products. And I'm living the Purium lifestyle because I know where this food is grown. I know how they prepare this stuff, and it just makes me feel the cleanest and the healthiest. And I've tried a lot of stuff in my life. And then I would say the other thing is really equipping your leaders. So if someone is coming in to this type of business model, um, encouragement it really, it's encouraging people, just encouraging them to write out their why, encouraging them to find out why they said yes to this, encouraging them about their deeper passions and why they said yes in the first place, and really allowing them to step into their own leadership and just guiding them through that path. There really is a duplication system here that works beautifully, and we're just connecting people in. You don't have to be an expert about health and wellness. I was a wedding planner struggling to make my health work. So I didn't have a background in health and wellness. So really anyone can do this business as long as you have an open heart, you're coachable, and you're willing to just talk to other people about what's working for you.
Beautiful points. And I really love how you said, you're living this Purium lifestyle. And I know your Instagram handle is Clean Living Jen. And it's almost as if Purium just came in perfect alignment with what you were already doing, but you've been able to up level it to the next level. And that is so inspiring to so many people. And I would agree with you about what it takes. And, a lot of this business is online. We use social media and the social sharing economy, but it's also fun because we do a lot of in-person team bonding and community building. And I know that's part of what you were doing is event planning. So you get to bring that strength into this business as well. And for those watching, Jen, I'd love for you to just share a little bit about what's happening this weekend in Minneapolis and how you're a part of that. Just for anybody who's watching who might be in the Minneapolis area and wants to learn more.
Yes, I'm super excited. We're doing a regional training coming up on Saturday and Sunday, and Mary Beth and Rita are coming into town and they're going to be speaking. We're also going to be having Leslie Zan as well as the owner Amy Venner speaking virtually, but it is going to be a beautiful time to get together. This will be the first time that we've been able to get together since the whole pandemic last year. So this is just a really great opportunity to build on our relationships and see each other and really collectively work on our stories and building that belief in what we have here. And I think education and educating yourself about just where the company's from, how long, how they do things, and then your own story too, kind of crafting that story in like a small little bite-sized pieces for people. Because ultimately people, I don't mean this in a bad way, but they're selfish. I mean, people just don't really want to hear your 10-minute story in the grocery store. Like they're like, I came to get my groceries and I want to go home to my family, so really packaging your story into like a 1-minute little, like, this is my story in a quick little manner. So we're going to be working on crafting our stories and how to post and do reels and have fun with this business. And so it's going to be a great time to be together. Amazing, compelling panels of people who have been really successful here in the Purium social sharing. So yeah, we're excited.
Awesome. And I know you've put a lot of energy and work into this event. And so if you're watching this and you happen to be in the Minneapolis area and you want to come check it out, I know we're going to have Sunday afternoon, a superfood, happy, healthy hour where you can come learn more. So connect with whoever sent you this replay and you can learn all the details about that. So thank you so much, Jen. And I'll wrap us up here. And just to let everyone know who's watching, this is a really amazing business opportunity. Personally, before I had never done online business. I was always working brick or mortar type businesses. And it's been amazing how I've learned about how you can expand your relationships and your connections and really build this longer term legacy. So I've been able to build a 6-figure income here with Purium in 2.5 years. And I believe I hit Blue Diamond at 1 year, and Jen's already there at 9 months. So the sky is the limit, Jen. It's really amazing to see you growing and just bringing and uplifting so many people along the way. So just to finish it off, if there's anyone watching this call and they're kind of on the fence of like, oh, this sounds interesting, but I'm not sure if this is the right fit for me, or I'm not sure if now's the right time, what would be your best words of advice for them?
Oh man. Well, I would say just start. There's never a perfect time. It's kind of like fail forward. I mean, when I started, I was in no place to be sharing. I was in no place to be like talking to people. I was crabby, toxic, irritable. So I just started, I mean, sometimes it's just the decision. It's just the decision to say yes. It's not like, oh, okay, I have to have this right, or I have to have I have to have like an office, and I have to have the right thing in my house, or, mentally I have to just be there. Honestly, with how toxic this world is, it just takes a decision to start getting these superfoods in the body. Your body will start to turn around and feel amazing, and therefore you will want to show up in this life and share what you're passionate about. And it's just, they have such a beautiful mission, and that's really what I'm doing, is I'm really helping people see, the mission behind the company, but also so much bigger than that, that we're really changing our legacy for our kids so that they can have clean food to eat, and that there won't be this, segregation of like toxic food versus healthy food, and certain people can't afford healthy food. It's just, those things are really at the forefront of how I speak. I really want there to be food equality for all people.
Beautiful, Jen, and I couldn't agree more. It's just the decision to say yes. And the beauty about this business model is all the trainings, you just plug into the trainings, you plug into the system, you're going to have your hand held, you're going to be part of this community, and you're going to learn and grow as you go, and you're going to earn and learn as you go. So if this sparks your interest at all, like I said, get back to the person who sent you this replay, and they can tell you how to get started. Basically, it looks like getting yourself started with some of these organic superfoods so that you can try this program for yourself and you can really feel it from the inside out. And then it starts with sharing with your friends and family. So we are so excited to have anyone and everyone be part of this community, because we are a family. And yeah, I just am really excited to see the growth and that we're experiencing. And thank you so much, Jen, and so much congratulations to you.
Thank you. It's been an honor. And honestly, I couldn't do it without my beautiful team and friendships. So thank you.
Yeah. Beautiful. Well, everyone, you have a wonderful day, and thank you for taking time out of your day to be here with us. And we'll see you. We are here every single Monday. We do a live interview if you want to hear some other people's stories and just experience the diversity that we have with this community and how we show up as a community. So thank you so much. Have a great day.